15 minutes. Half an hour is required maximum for that. Okay, so we'll here it is how to add a computer to domain. Okay, how to add a computer to domain. Okay, so how to add it? So basically, our computer means our client or computer. To domain. Okay, our client computer, or I will put a Win C1 is in Workgroup. Means it is a member of Workgroup. Is a member of Workgroup. So you have to change membership from member of Workgroup to member of domain. In our domain name is domain1.com. Understand the guys? So you have to change it from Workgroup to domain. So you have a member of Workgroup and Workgroup name is Workgroup only. I'll show you if you are not seen at. Okay, if you are not at seen, so I will show you. It is a member of Workgroup. Okay, you have to change it. Member of change it to member of domain. Domain name is domain1.com. Guys, look at very carefully here. This is my domain controller. It means it is a server. So my server name is S1. And this is my client computer. So my client computer, it is already a domain controller. It is already domain controller. So the domain name is domain1. Domain name is domain1.com. Now I'm in a workgroup currently. So I want to join to this domain. Okay. Of course, we can do it. So just simply go to your client computer. So first of all, go to settings. Earlier days options are different. Nowadays, compulsory go to settings only. Click on system. Scroll down. Click on about. There you can see what about your computer. Okay, and what is your computer name also it is showing here. Rename this PC. You want to change the computer name, so you can click on this rename this PC advanced, or you can click on rename this only to change the computer name. This is give you more options. Computer name, click change. You can change the computer name, but when you change the computer name, you have to restart. Why I should do 2-time restart? So then I'm doing now one. Next, member of Workgroup. Workgroup name is Workgroup only. It is a member of Workgroup. Workgroup name is Workgroup only. And you have to change it to member of domain. You have to change it to member of domain and give the domain name. Then click OK kind of stuff, and it is asked for authentication. You have to join. So that is a task you have to do it. Okay, but I'm not doing it. So why? Because of I will tell that one. Even though I didn't started my server, you can't join. Guys, look at here. Server must be on, client must be on, then only we can do it. First one. Second, guys, tell me two important things to make a communication between two systems. What are the two important things must be there? After switch on the both the systems, both our systems are alive. Okay, working. Okay. Now, if two systems should be communicate each other, if you want to join, both will be communicate, right?
Internet should be connected, sir.
Internet. Internet is the concept connect to communicate outside of the network. Means I want to communicate to google.com,
IP address.
facebook.com. Internet is
VMnet, sir.
what it is.
VMnet.
IP address is a must.
VMnet. I'm not talking about my virtual machines and all. Basic concept. Two
IP
computers are,
address, sir.
yeah, very good. IP address. The second one is IP address. They both must be in the same logical IP network so they can able to communicate. Very good. IP address must be in a same logical network. So already given a hint. Logical network. Then what is another network? What is another network? Both must be in a same physical network. Meaning is I have a switch and these computers must connected to a switch. These computers must connected to a single switch. Like I have a 10 computers are there. 10 computers should be communicate each other. So all should be communicated to single switch or a single segment. Okay. So multiple switches also you can connect it. People will ask, sir, what if I have a 40 computers? What if I have 100 computers? Of course. Then you can have a multiple switches and you have to connect one switch to another switch. Like this also you can connect. No problem. But there is a connection is there, right? So you can see either you connect it to a single switch, okay, like this, or you can connect it to a multiple switch. But what it is, it's a single segment. It will communicate each other because their connection is there physically. Okay. So must be connected. Computers must be connected. First rule. OSA layer, physical application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. The first thing is physical layer. Physically, they should connect it. Next one is data link layer and then network layer. IP address, logically, both should be in a same logical network. Guys, there is a difference between network and internet. Internet means to communicate outside of our network, like google.com, facebook.com. Network means it's a connection of two or more devices. Networking means communication between two or more devices. Okay, so that is a very simple. So make sure your system should be connected to same single switch. That is the first one. Second one is make sure both should have an IP address. So 2 points satisfied. Now I'm going to third one. How can you make sure both are connected each other? Both can communicate each other. How can you sure both systems can communicate each other? Tell me. So these things you must check it. Both system must connected to same switch, same connection, same physical connection must be followed. Next, assign IP address to the client as per the server IP address. Meaning is both should be in a same logical network. Meaning is both system should be in same logical again IP network. Both should be in the same physical network and both should be in a same logical network. Guys, I didn't get an answer. How can you sure both can communicate each other? You done physically connected, correct? So we'll see that one, physically connections. Just I'm waiting for your answer only. So this is my Win server 1 is network adapter is VMnet1. Network adapter is VMnet1. Okay. This is Win C1. The network adapter, I'm going to settings for Win C1. Network adapter is Win01. Win01. So physically both are different. So I'm selecting VMnet 0. Sorry. Win01 something I told. So look at here, VMnet 1. Server is at VMnet 1. So my Win S1 VMnet 1. So obviously Win C1 should change it to VMnet 02 VMnet 1. Okay, so then I'm changing. So I'm going to Vim. You can shut down also, no problem if you want it. If you got confused, guys, please tell me. So this is a Win C1. This is Win C1. Click on VM. Click on VM settings. Okay, network adapter. Select network adapter. Custom VMnet 0, VMnet 1. So I'm changing VMnet 0 to VMnet 1. Click OK. Okay. So physically both are in a same network. See, look at this is VMnet 1 and this is VMnet 1. This is also VMnet 1. Of course, I am powering on my server. Okay, I'm powering on my server. Okay. Guys, understand, both should be in a same network. Next.
Yes, sir, got it, sir.
Got it. Okay, good. Okay, so I have changed it to VMnet 1. Next, assign IP address to client as per the server IP. I remember my server IP, that's why I'm typing win S1 IP address is 170.16.0.254. Okay, this is the IP address. Of course, subnet mask is a default subnet mask 255.255.0.0 because it's a class B, and we don't use any outside communication. No default gateway is required. So preferred DNS server. Okay, like this. Because of my server itself a DNS server, so obviously my preferred DNS server is this one only. It is taking time. Okay, like this. Now, as per my server, I want to change an IP address to my client. If I give same IP address for my server and client, I will get a conflict. Okay, guys, remember same IP address for 2 or more devices or systems. Yes. IP conflict. Okay. IP conflict. What is IP conflict? 2 or more devices having same IP address. 2 or more devices. So don't make both the devices IP address are same. So you can use 2 here, 10 here, 20 here, no problem. So I'm using just 25, or maybe I will put a 10. 10 is okay. Okay, no problem. Okay. Next, both are a network same. Network ID same. Class B network ID is first two are same. So make sure that is first two are same. For example, if I put like this, no problem, because it's a class B. First two octets are a same network. Class B first two octets are a same network. So I'll keep it like this only. This is my client IP address, subnet mask. And what is this? What I have to put? Server IP only, because my server is my server win S1 is DNS server. Okay, that is the point here. So my server is itself as a DNS server. So I'm giving DNS server address here. So we'll log into our server. We verify that IP address is correct or wrong. I given. So first one is physical connection is okay. Second, IP address. It is taking time. Yes. How to go to network adapter settings? Windows 10. I want to change an IP address in Windows 10. Fast.
NCPA command, I think. ncpa.cpl.
ncpa.cpl. Server is also open, but server manage is loading, taking time. So click on local server. From here onwards, we are working on two systems. One is our server, another one is our client. Okay, so this is our Windows server, and that is Windows client computer, Windows 10. So this is my IP address 170.16.254. Okay, so this is my server IP. My server itself a DNS server. So my preferred DNS server is 170.16.0.254. Same for a client also. For one client or 10 clients, DNS server address is same only. So this is my server. Okay. So you can go to IPv4 properties. Already we put it, but this time it is showing the like this. Okay. Yeah. So client side, guys, I went to the client side. Here it is. I went to the client side. So here it is. It is showing some API address, automatic private IP address, IPv4 for client. For client, what IP address I have to give? So I planned for this one, right? Tell me 172.16.10. Subnet Mask, default gateway, preferred DNS server. Who is my DNS server? My server is my DNS server. So my server IP address is 172.16.0.254. That is my server IP address. Okay, so like this. You can check it. Here it is. DNS server fixed, but you have to check once more. Very clear it is. No means static IP address. This is my IP address, subnet mask. DNS server address is 172.16.0.24. Guys, I forget to tell. I think I forget to tell you one setting. No problem. So tomorrow I will tell that setting. VMware setting we have to do it. Just now we are done. Okay. So second one is IP address. IP address is also done. This is done. So both systems must be connected to same switch VMnet 1, VMnet 1, VMnet 1, VMnet 1. Both should be having a IP address as per the network. See, both are having a same kind of IP address. I asked only one question. Third part. How can you make sure both systems communicate each other? How to make sure that? No one is telling. Very simple. Tell me. There is a computer in your network. You want to test
Request and acknowledgement.
what it is?
Sending a request and then accepting and getting an acknowledgement.
To do that one, what you will do?
Sir, can we use the ping command, sir?
Yeah, that is the what I am trying to asking. That is what answer. Okay, we have to do pinging. So for testing, to make sure both systems are able to communicate each other or not, You have to pinging. Okay, so use ping. Use ping. Okay. So what to do here? So I'm in a Win C1. Okay, I'm in a Win C1. So go to CMD. The CMD type ping 172.16.0.254. Ping with a IP address first. Next, ping with a name. Ping with a name. Domain1.com. Okay, or ping wins1.domain1.com from the client to server. From client to server. Why I'm pinging with both name and as well as IP address. You can ping with only name itself. Okay, no problem. Okay. Otherwise, you can ping both also. Thing is, for pinging, if pinging output is correct, so then both the machines are can able to communicate each other. Means physically connected, logically connected. Physically connected, logically good. Pinging with a name means your DNS server IP address is correct. You given a correct DNS server address. Okay, I want to know my DNS configuration is good or not. What to do? Ping google.com from my physical machine. I'm doing, not a virtual machine, guys. Look at here. So when I pinging to a particular domain, means google.com, facebook.com kind of stuff. So I will get a IP address of google.com, then I will ping it. Meaning is there is a DNS server and the DNS server giving me an IP address. Same thing, my DNS server is running and I given a correct IP address. You given a wrong, will get wrong. So compulsory ping. So I am in a client. I send IP address. What is the second thing? Pinging. Ping 172.16.0.254 with the IP address. Yes, I am getting reply from my destination computer. I'm getting reply from destination computer. Very good. Ping domain1.com because that is my domain name. You can put any different name, no problem. See, domain1.com, wins1.com or wins1.domain1.com. If you are now you try to ping with a name, request go to DNS server. DNS server will give you IP address. So this will confirms you configure DNS IP address correctly. Okay, so this is what you got is ping domain1.com. Ping domain1.com. You got a IP address of that particular domain or something like that. So you are able to communicate. Or you can use full hierarchy model also, no problem. But I'm not doing anything now. You guys understand this step or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, make sure both are communicating each other. Third point. Now we can add a client to domain. So that's the last point is how to client to domain. This step we are going to perform. Okay, so here we are doing in Win C1 only. Win C1 only. In Win C1, we have to go to settings, system, first option only system, about. In the about, you can find a rename this PC in a bracket advanced. Okay, so in that one, so go to change. Okay, yeah, so it will take time. So meanwhile, I will add it. So Pinging is completed. Guys, when you are dealing in a Windows servers and client computers, whatever it is, anything is extra open, please close it in the inside of machine. Even though in your physical machine also when you are working, because RAM is very important, right? If you have a 16 GB, 20 GB RAM, maybe it is okay. So for this first step, settings. Now tell me the second step.
Change PC name.
System.
About
Rename this PC advanced.
rename this PC.
Very good. So if you want a zoom, then I will put a zoom also, no problem. So I'm in a already work group. Okay. So I'm already in the work group. So my computer name. Actually, I will tell how to change the computer name only part, but I am not doing that one. So just simply change the computer name as well as I will join into domain. So click on a change. So computer name is Win C1. Caps are small, no problem, guys. My computer name is Win C1. Member of domain. The domain name is domain1.com. Kepler small, no problem. Okay, so Win C1 domain1.com. So this is member of work group is there earlier. Now, so at a time both we can able to do it. When you click OK, if it is not throwing any error, guys, remember it is one time step only. I can't do 2 times. Okay. It is asking computer name / domain change / domain changes kind of stuff. No problem. So I put a want to show that is I'm a student one. Yeah. Okay. Administrator. Admin. I have to write 1, 2, 3. Okay. Because this is my server name. Servers administrator and their password. Server administrator and their password. You can use server in the server usernames. Multiple usernames are there. You can use any username also, no problem. But I'm using administrator. I'm using administrator and the password. Server administrator and password. Click OK and wait. It may throw error when you click OK. It may throw error. It may not. It will ask for a username and password. It means very good. Understand, guys? If it is asking username and password, very good. If it is not asking, it is throwing error. There is a IP address or a network connection issue. Okay. So most of the issues are IP address, network connection issues. VMnet1, VMnet1. Both side IP address must be in a same network. Both should be communicate each other. DNS server IP in the client should configure properly. Then no problem. So once you are succeeded, you will get it. Welcome to domain. Like this. Click OK. Yeah, you must restart. Yes, okay. So when you close, it is asking for a restart, compulsory restart. Without a restart, you can't join into the domain. And there is a computer name changes also there. So both are there. So one restart is for both the things. So let it restart. It will take another 5 minutes. So we'll go back to our server. Okay, let it restart. So we go to change. The change. First of all, I change my computer name to Win C1 or C1. You can put it. Next, member of domain. There I given a domain1.com. Next, when you click OK, it's asking username and a password, right? The box is appear. In that one, I'm giving administrator, password admin@123. Click OK. Welcome to domain is showing. Click OK. Click OK. Close. It asks for a restart. Now automatically. Guys, this is a how to join a client to domain. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So I am doing something in the server now. So let it client is restart. What I'm going to do is in the server. Okay. So compulsory, guys, when you are following the steps with video or without a video, compulsory note down in your notebook aside. So these points you should do in server. These things. Next point is in the server. This point in a client. Again, we have to go to server like that. Why we are going there? Okay. So I'm going to tools, Active Directory users and computers. Active Directory users and computers. Okay. Active Directory users and computers. Server manager. Server manager. Tools. Active Directory users and computers. Open this one. Here we are going to create a OU and a user also. So look at this. It makes slow little bit first. Later we will see. Because the visibility is very important because already 50% of PC is covered. Okay. So slowly scroll down. 100% default, so change it to 25%. So unselect this option. Okay. That's it. Now we got it. Okay. Guys, Active Directory users and computers. Here I'm going to create a OU. These are the default containers are built-in computers. See, WinC1 under this thing you can see WinC1 because WinC1 is a member of our domain. WinC1 is a member of our domain now. So that's why information is came. As I said, domain and workgroup. Okay, so whenever the computer join into the domain from workgroup to domain, when it is joined, in domain controller has a database of that particular computer. See in C1 domain controllers ourselves our domain controller, right? So we don't have any other domain controller. Users, only one user is there, that is called a administrator. That's it. So now I'm going to create a OU, guys. OU means a container, organizational unit. So now I'm going to create OU. OU means unit, organizational unit. Storing means you can access username, computer name kind of stuff, users, computers, group, like that you can able to put in a OU based on a category. Categorizing, organizing, kind of stuff. It means, for example, look at here, HR department is there. Okay, HR department is there. IT support department is there. IT support department is there. Development department is there. Under development, different developers are there, like a Java developer, .NET developer, Python people are there, testing people are there. Okay. Nowadays we have a cloud people also there, like a cloud people are there, and DevOps people are there. So different departments. So on the different departments, I'll create a different OUs. Okay, each OU having a different users. For example, IT support. I am not much good with your names, remembering kind of stuff. I remember few names. So we have some names here. That is, for example, Shaik. Okay, okay, Srikanth. Okay, so in a development, I put a Banu, Java developer. Okay, Manoj. Okay, HR Smita. Okay, or cloud. Okay, Narity. Okay, so like this, I can create a users. Okay, I put a users and their computers in the respect to OUs. This is a sub OUs under main OU. What are the advantages of this thing? I will tell, but you see, look at here. Advantage of putting like this. So look at here, guys. It is easy to maintain. We can understand which user where it is located. Like a Banu came and she got some issue. She belongs to Java. She forget a password. Manoj forget some password, or maybe he needed some deployment. So I can easily locate based on their category or a profile. Okay, so that is one thing. Second one is group policy kind of stuff. For example, I have a group policy one. I created a group policy. I apply a group policy on the IT support. So those who are in the IT support, they will get a setting according to group policy. They will get a setting according to the group policy. I have another group policy is there. I link the policy to development. It means Banu Manoj also will get the policy. I have another group policy, that is group policy 3. I link the policy to only .NET. Means sub. Only Manoj will get a policy. Understand, guys? It means it is easy to enforce various settings based on the organizational unit. Of course, I have a group policy for link to domain name. Everyone will affect with the policy. So simply, what is an organizational unit? Use it to organize users, groups, computers into different categories. Okay. Is used to apply group policies. Second, delegation control to a user or a group. What is this delegation control? Look at again. For example, there is a user, for example, Srikanth is more experienced and he knows how to manage the domain. For example, everyone is asking admin, I want this one, I want that one, kind of stuff. So you can divide things like we can assign Srikanth on a IT support OU. Srikanth can able to manage IT support OU only. What does the management means? He can change the password. Maybe he can create a groups. Maybe he can add a user to a group, like that. So what are the given permissions? So based on that, he can be a mini administrator, not a full administrator. Okay. So what sir it is? First of all, OU creation. Not happening. Now it is working. See, this is a domain name. Right click. So go to new organizational unit. Domain name, right click, new organizational unit. So you can use this check mark or not, that is completely your wish. If you put a check mark, you can't delete the OU. If you put a check mark, you can't delete the OU. So I create a OU HR. Okay. Next. Again domain name. Now tell me how to create another OU.
Make a right click and go to the organization unit.
Very good. Very good. So I'm IT support OU. Next OU, I'm creating new developer, some development. But I want to create a sub OUs under development. So then I'm right click on a development only, then new organizational unit. So this one will be created under development. Again development, new organizational unit, .NET. Organizational unit, Python. Okay. Or I can create some cloud and DevOps. Just for fun, I'm creating cloud like this. Okay. So these are the different organizational unit. It does not contain anything at present. So IT support users, I'm going to create a IT support. So right click on a IT support, right click, new user I'm creating new user, user. What is the username? I want to create Jai. That's it. Okay. Last name, your wish, you can put it, whatever it is. Jai. Okay, this is the login name. Okay, this part of login name is called a user principal name. User principal name. The second one is SAM account name. I will explain that one anyway. So next, unselect the first this one. So it is already check mark is there. Meaning is whenever the user is login, okay, the process is like this. Guys, remember the process. It is first a user is joined, like you got a job in a company. You joined. Your HR, you send your information to system administrator. Okay, send information to system administrator. The system administrator will create a account for you. He inform the account information to you. He will tell what is the username and the password. And he will give you a dummy password, means a regular password, 1234 password. So the password must be changed at next logon. It means you got a new password, username and password newly got it. You log in first time, automatically password will be, it will ask for the please change your password. I don't want to do like that. User cannot change password. So sometimes users keep changing their password. You can put a rule, user cannot change the password. Password never expires. What is password never expires? So normally passwords are 42 days. Normally passwords are 42 days. Validity is there. After 42 days, it will expire by default. So you can change it. Like a password never expire kind of stuff. Okay. Account is disabled. You create a, for example, last Wednesday you're joined, or Thursday you are joining. Okay, so means admin got a information in a last Thursday. Okay, like a new user should be created. He created, but he disabled the account. He created account and he given a password, and you can log in on a Monday, 15th. Okay, so 15th you can log in. You can log in on a 15th. So what he will do? He enable your account password. You enable your account on 15th only. Otherwise, you can log in before your joining date. Okay, so your login will be created earlier. So the admin will maintain in a disable mode. To do that one, so simply check mark. I'm not checking anything. I unchecked this option. That's it. I given a password admin@123. You can give any password, no problem. But don't forget the passwords. Okay. So I created an account. Okay. Next. You guys understand how I created an account?
Yes, sir.
So in Java, I want to create an account. So right click on Java, new, which option? User account.
User.
User. I want to create a.
User.
Very simple. Uncheck this option. Guys, when you do it, compulsory read it. When you are doing compulsory, read it. Otherwise, that is the what learning means. You cannot otherwise. So like that, we can able to log in. What is the Banu's full name? What ID? Something like this. Right. Easy name. That's easy to remember. Okay, so this is the user account I created. Now I'm going to log in a client. Now I came to client. So it is showing student one, guys. By hurriedly don't log in here. Click on other user. Click on other user. Username. So Banu, and the password is admin@123. But I didn't mention which domain it is. If you see the bottom, domain name it is showing. It is showing domain name. Or otherwise, you can log in domain1 / Banu. Like this also, you can log in. Or you can log in username @domainname.com. Like this also, you can log in. Okay. So which login, what it is? This is the, we are in a both server and client in the same LAN network, and of course it is directly showing what domain it is. So directly you can able to log in also. Banu and the password and click here. So it is starting, but whenever you are logging for first time into the PC, it will set a profile. Okay, it will take some time to set the profile. So guys, this is how to add a client to domain, how to log in with a user in the domain. So both are I am telling. So first is OU creation. Okay, so what is OU? How to create a OU? Already you know. So right click. Already you know. So create a OU kind of stuff. Next, add users to OU, not to OU. So we have to say in OUs. Okay, so I created a Banu account, and then it is okay. So that's the point. If you need, I will give you text-wise explanation. So how to add a user account kind of stuff. Organizational unit. Yeah, login information. Right? So login. So username is like this. Something username you can use it. Password is something is there, whatever it is. But login thing. So in a win C1, you are logging here. Look it. Okay, so go to other user. First go to other user. There, put a name and put up your password. But here it is. You can see in the bottom sign into kind of stuff. It is showing domain1.com because it is in a domain. It is in the domain. Okay. Next, I told two ways to log in. So what is that one? One is SAM account wise, because Earlier days we have we at the rate domain architectures are not there. Same account type is there. Domain 1 slash user name. This is a SAM account wise login. Next one is user principal name. User principal name, which is we simply say UPN name. User principal name is username at the rate your domain name. Okay, like this. This is the user principal name. This is user principal name. This is SAM account name. Okay, yeah. Our client is login successful. See, this is a server. This is the client. Guys, tomorrow I will tell a group policy kind of stuff. So try to add a client and a domain. Okay, see, Banu. Okay, and also you can go to users information. There also you can find it. User. Better go to control panel. See how much slow it is happening. Okay, so systems will become slow. Yeah, I created a user in the server. The thing is domain and client kind of stuff. This is the share one. Change it to new one. Here it is. This is my domain. This is my client, right? I created a user in the server, right? And I log in the user in the client PC. That is called a domain. How can we log in? Because our client is belongs to the domain. Both are in a same domain. Okay, and our server domain controller maintaining user database and a computer database. So then user we create in the domain controller and we log in into the client. That is first point. The second point is when you log into the C1, when you are logging to the C1, the request is going to server for authentication. Your server will authenticate user. Okay, your user is in domain controller and authentication in domain controller, but it is logging and using client computer. Yes, understand the concept? User in, we created a user in the server and we log in user in the client. Yeah, you can't do anything. Why? Because of you are just a domain user only. So see here it is domain 1 dot slash username. Okay. You guys understand this concept? Username, domain name. You want to create another user? Please tell me. I will show you how to create another user, how to log in with other user.
Yeah, sir.
I'll create a Swapnil in the IT support. Okay. So because already I click on IT support, so right click, new
Yeah.
user.
User.
Yeah, tell me.
So
So Username is Swapnil.
Swapnil.
And full name. Can we use it? If you want to use, you can use it. Otherwise, thing. Important one is
Swapnil.
is a very important. What name you are giving here, you should give properly. Otherwise, it you put this name, it won't log in. This is the login name. User principal name. Swapnil @ domain name. Domain / username. Same account name.
Or capital S.
But we have only one client now, so I'm doing that one. So I unchecked this one. I put a password. I given a password is admin@123 only. So I create a user in the server. Okay, and I am going to my client. So this is my client. I am going to sign out from the current user. No, don't be careful. Other user, because I'm not logging with the Banu also, so I want to log in with the Swapnil, right?
Swapnil.
And give password.
Admin@123.
Okay, you want to see, here it is. Okay. So in bottom, sign in. Domain one is there. So actually, this is the name. You'll get it. Okay. So if you have 100 computers, I'll create all 100 users in the domain, and I can log into the users into any of the computer those who are in my domain. Okay, tomorrow I will tell about a group policies, DNS, DHCP. Guys, compulsory check. Both your virtual machines are in VMnet 1. Both machines should have a same type of IP address. Means first three portions must be same. The last portion is different. And servers IP address is DNS server IP. So in a server DNS and your client DNS must be same. Okay, and make sure you are able to communicate from client to server by using ping command. Ping server IP address, ping domain name. Then both are successful. Then you can add a client to domain. Then if it is not throwing any error, very good. If it is throwing an error, mostly network related issues. Okay, try to solve the network related issues. Still problem is not solved, then we'll try in a different. Yes, finally we can begin. So I log in with my user only, Swapnil. Okay, got the point, right?
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow I will tell a group policies. Tonight I will not now. I'm going out. I will be back in an hour. So if you have any problems, you can put a thing in a group. Okay. So try and tell me. So you can shut down. No problem. So I am also showing how to shut down. Guys, client computer shutdown is very easy, as you know, Windows 10. Okay, I can shut down it. But servers are not like that. Same way, but little different. So close everything, of course. So that won't give you any like a stopping violence. Servers are little slower because lot of services. When you click shutdown, it is asking why you want to shut down. The reason is, guys, if you are put a mute. Who is speaking? Okay. Servers are not meant for shutting down. Servers only shut down if there is a maintenance or any big problems or any replacements, upgradations, updations are there, then only shutdown or restart should be occurs. Server should not be shut down. Server should be run for by 24/7. Server always should run only. Not Saturday, Sunday holiday. Server won't get any holidays. Okay, that's why it is asking why you want to shut down. So you have to tell why you are telling this one. For an operating system, recovery, reconfiguration, or a maintenance, application related issues, security related issues, or a hardware related maintenance issues like that. So click on a continue and you are shutting down. Once shutdown is completed, that's okay. But next time means tomorrow you open a server and it is asked why you shut down yesterday. Okay. So again, you have to tell us some reason or some options, or I put a cancel also, you can do it. Okay. Guys, 1 GB PCs are literally slow, but slowly you can do it, no problem. Okay, shut down both the machines. Better shut down. Okay. Okay, guys. Got the point?
Yeah, sir.
Very good.